Well, hello. So today we're going to talk about Freddy Krueger, the movie. Yes, what's going on? There's a script in the works, but we're going to talk about the spiritual aspects of it. And message to the producers and or Robert Englund. I hope they bring Robert Englund into the franchise back in again because that's who we loved as a character. So, that's that. There's a certain interesting, scary, clownish, freakish thing that we loved about the character. But how can we bring it to a whole new level? How can we impact societies on a whole new level? Well, let's give a background of Freddy Krueger and what the situation with him was. So Freddy Krueger was the janitor of a particular school, and he was tried and he was, because of some technicalities, he was a child molester and a murderer. So because of some technicalities, he would let go. The parents came and they burned him alive, and then in the process of him being burned alive, he made a pact with some energies and dark energies and became, Freddy Krueger, who haunts people in the nightmares. So that happened. That's Freddy Krueger, and you can see the there. Uh, as much as I dislike horror now, I still like, they're classics. They're classics. You know what I mean? So all of them. Until the remake. So bringing it back, how could they? So because I personally said to myself, I don't want to glamorize a child molester. I don't think that it's. I think that we're a whole new level in life. But what if this individual was innocent? Was if this individual was completely innocent and it became this mob mentality that everybody just ganged up on and they started adding and adding things onto it, and there was a completely different culprit, there was a completely different person that was or there was a group of individuals that were in charge, that were part of this whole thing that was happening to children, and the blame happened to fall on this man, and this man was innocent, and so his hope for humanity at that particular point in time was crushed. And so he made a pact with dark forces and became the force that you have now. That particular Freddy Krueger. I think that that's one of those elements because you always want to root for the person, and I think having that particular stain on, because that's the whole worst thing you can do to a human being is child molestation. I personally believe rape and child molestation are just like, that you just, no, like, it's the most, it cripples a human being on so many different levels. So it's, um I couldn't see a movie. I personally couldn't see a movie where this particular character was brought back in that particular element. In the original movies, it was actually, even then, back then, it was left like, ooh, you weren't really sure. You weren't really sure, so I think the whole element of innocence, I think bringing that whole element of innocence and the whole mom mentality and the whole internet and the whole bullying and the whole gossiping and how it just became a weight on this individual who genuinely was a caring individual who wanted to help, and it turned, it flopped it over. What do you think about that? Because then that's a character. It's a Maleficent effect. It's a Maleficent kind of effect because that's, the character that we're like, wait, what? And so I think bringing in a new Freddy. I mean, what's the whole story? Does this Freddy occur in an alternate reality? What's the whole story? Is it played by Robert Englund, different makeup? I don't know. I don't know. But what do you think? But that's the story that I think I'd like to go with, and I throw it out to the Freddy Krueger writers. Thank you, and I wish you all a wonderful, wonderful year.